Deputy President. Well, I guess what we're seeing today is when the left get together with the crazy far left, because neither have any credibility when it comes to this topic. And the fact that the Greens just gave us a lecture about gas projects being built on arable farmland and destruction of Indigenous cultural heritage sites, but they consistently vote against any inquiry into where the transmission lines that are going to do exactly those things, destroy arable farmland and destroy cultural Indigenous sites. But no, in the pyramid of the Greens, in the pyramid of the far left, renewable energy is the very top. Whales, koalas, feeding anyone, that's way down the bottom. But we know in their pyramid of priorities, it's all about solar and wind and those new transmission lines, destroying farmland, destroying communities and destroying Indigenous cultural heritage sites. So do not come in here and admonish anyone for supporting new gas mines that are going to provide energy security for this country, let alone include our export markets, which pay for all of these little pie-in-the-sky flight of fancies you negotiate with your mates in the government, when you are destroying farmland and you are destroying cultural Indigenous heritage sites, all in the name of chasing a pipe dream of new transmission lines across this country, decimating communities in rural and regional Australia, all of whom have the sense not to vote for anyone that sits on that side of the chamber. Absolutely disgraceful behaviour. So we on this side will not be supporting the Greens' disallowance motion today, who just want to attack any exemptions from the code and ultimately shut the gas industry down. They'd have us all living in trees if they had their way. Maybe they can stop with their business class flights and their Comcars every time they come to Parliament, and they can ride their electric bike, because maybe they should live by what they preach to everybody else.
Order.
But the coalition also, just to put on record, does not support this Labor government's continuing attacks on the gas sector. This government has put Australia's natural gas market under extreme pressure with their heavy-handed interventions, policies that are harming investment and in no way increasing supply. We, on this side, have repeatedly warned the government of the long-term impacts of their policies over the past 15 months. We've called on the government to cease their constant interventions. I heard them referred to as band-aids, little sugar hits on energy bills, doing nothing to help Australian families facing real and ever-increasing energy bills because of your incompetence to manage the energy market, your interventions which are distorting the market and continue to cause more problems. We know that we need around 30% more gas, current levels of gas by 2050. But we also know that this government is putting more money into the Environmental Defender's Office. That's great. That's really well done. And in fact, one of my favourites, I miss him desperately, the former member for Hunter, Mr Joel Fitzgibbon, came out saying exactly the same, that those opposite have lost the plot by funding the EDI.